Welcome back to This Week in Warhammer, your one-stop shop for all things competitive 40k. My name is Booker DeWitt. I'm here to bring you updates from this last week. Let's get into it. The Paris Wargaming Expo happened this week and it was one of the largest events that France has ever seen. Albande Polignac won the event with his Virulent Victorum. While this is the Death Guard's largest event win as of recent, the faction put up an overall impressive showing here, proving that the nerfs haven't just kept them off the top tables, they also haven't stopped them from dominating the EU meta, joining Eldari, World Leaders, and Chaos Knights this week. On the other side of the world, Tennessee's premier yearly tournament also happened with the Tennessee Elite Open in Hopkinsville. The Tau Corridor continues to hold up its namesake, with Ken Edwards adding yet another win to the faction's North America placements, taking with one of the most interesting QYON lists I've seen. Well, we've been talking about Tau a lot. It's actually Space Marines that lead the pack in NA this week, followed closely by World Leaders and Astra Militarum. Rounding out our US placements, Nightmare in the Null Zone was won by Morgan Elliott over in Arizona with Astra Militarum. Over in Ontario, Chimera Gaming saw Custodes take their largest win since the data slate. Nico Yagiello saw victory at Halden Heretics with another guard list. At the Invitational GT, Zach Kamau took a win with his auxiliary cadre. Chambliss finds a victory at Dragon's Lair in Houston, Texas with Sisters of Battle. And at the 5th Annual Flames of Autumn GT in Westminster, Maryland, Jeffrey Collender also found a win with a Sisters list, this time using Hollowed Martyrs. Back in Canada, Morgan Schmerich took first at Hollowed Havoc with his Space Marine. Kipper's Melee was won by Idavol Hemdal with Obstinance Phalanx. James Walsh found victory at Rook's 40k Open in Montana. Level Up in Florida was won by Anthony Carter's Invasion Fleet. Also winning with Tyranids had Kyle Lamperis take Queen City Orktoberfest in Springfield, Missouri. Finally, Evan Tomchin earned the biggest win for the World Leader since the balance update, sweeping the 4th Annual New York Open with Berserker Warband. Over in Europe, Malmo Gaming in Sweden was won by Bjork Erikso's Chaos Knights. In Spain, the Legalese GT had Taraxor El Rojo win with Thousand Suns, and at the Carrion Open, Nelson Worm took the win with Chaos Demons. Over in the UK, Christian won into the Maelstrom 9 with QBon. Gothic Games Canterbury event had Dominic Matthews take first with the Delve Assault Shift League of Voton list, and the Prestige Wargaming Grand Tournament event saw Chris Rayner win with Legion of Excess Demons. Finally, in Germany, Sebastian Lisp Mack won Elb Coast 19 GT with Shadowmark Talent. Finishing out the global recap, in the Philippines, Agus Duran used Aspect Coast to win full range extinction. Lakes of Blood in New Zealand had the Shatterstar Arsenal of Yonti Immortal Larson win. And over in Australia, Gash Hammer Gaming saw the Orcs of Ben Cookies take a win, and SCL Rights of October was won by Sam Littler's Recon Element. This week's regional highlight brings us to scenic Fargo, North Dakota, and the ValleyCon Open GT. This 2-day 5-round event was teed up by Cody Bowe and includes some of the best talent in the Dakotas. Drew Ward piloted Stormland Space Wolves to an undefeated first, making use of 3 6-man blocks of Thunderwolf Cavalry and a duo of Predator Destructors. The path wasn't easy as he had to go through Brad Beatty's Warhost Eldari, Matt Oppegard's League of Voton, Warhog's teammates Kai Thompson and Matthew Sneed, and finally Tanner Gowd's QYON list to win the event. Cody will be running a doubles charity event on the first Saturday of December, so be on the lookout. If you want your local feature next in the show, please DM us your BCP event page. We love highlighting all of the hard work TOs and players put in every single week. My name is Booker DeWitt, and that was This Week in Warhammer.